Good morning, guys. What's up? My name is Chakir, 24 years old, classic physique competitor, and currently 3 days out of my first regional competition of this season. And I can't fucking wait because today is a very special day, guys. Today is the very first loading day. Literally weeks, even months of suffering, all comes down to this point where I can truly enjoy some good food again, some higher amounts of carbs, and I've just been starving myself for the last few weeks. If you guys see my videos, I've been going through it. So right now I'm allowed to have 600 plus grams of carbs today. So I'm gonna take you guys with me on my full day of eating. I'm gonna show you guys how I make my meals and how I enjoy them after, because I'm gonna enjoy the fuck out of them. So it's currently 4 a.m. Yeah, I literally woke up at 4 a.m. because I just can't stop thinking about food. I've been thinking about food the whole night basically, and I've really tried to go back to sleep, but I just can't. And I went to sleep, I went to bed a little earlier actually yesterday, so I think I got about 5 hours of sleep. So it's just gonna be time for my first meal, my breakfast, and if I get tired later on, I'll take a little nap. So I'm super excited. We got 120 grams of oats, and I'm gonna show you guys how I make it before we enjoy this beautiful meal. And have you ever seen me this excited about food? No, I don't think so. So let's fucking go, guys. Okay, first things first, let's assemble all the ingredients right here. So what we have over here is oats, that's the most important thing. Then we got the beef, this is gonna be our protein source for this breakfast. We got frozen blueberries, which I'm gonna warm up later and put in the oats. Then we got dark chocolate right here. And yeah, that's about it. We also got some flavor powder that I'm gonna add into the oats. But very first, before the breakfast, obviously I'm gonna do my morning shake, which consists of vitamin C and ESN daily. And I'm also putting some additional L-glutamine inside of it because we wanna digest everything well and properly. So use code Chakir for all the ESN products, by the way, for the highest discount, always. And yeah, let's start with the shake first. I think it's the most fun thing if you guys can also see me and see what I'm doing. So, okay, let's start with the blueberries. We got 100 grams of blueberries, and we're gonna do this quick because I wanna put it back into the fridge. So what we're doing is we put the scale right here. To this cup, I add 100 grams of blueberries. Boom, amazing, that's 100 grams. So I'm gonna put this in the microwave for just like a minute, so all the frozen blueberries actually get warm, and that's the way I like it. And while we are at it, we got 15 grams of dark chocolate. So let's throw this out there. So that's about 18, that's 12. Just throwing it on the scale this moment. Yeah, that should be about 15. All right. 15 grams. And what I'm gonna do for the very first time right now, I've never really done this, and I'm using this very big knife as well, is cut the chocolate up, because I want the chocolate to become like these nice sort of toppings. And yeah, this chocolate is actually very hard, but let's see. We're just gonna try and cut it up so we can use it as a nice topping. All right, this looks pretty good to me. First time I've ever cut up chocolate. I really feel like a chef right now, but okay, we got the chocolate right here. Let's put this over there. Now it's time to fill the beautiful oats bowl, and here comes the most important part. We are doing 120 grams of oats, which is sick because I came from fucking 50 grams of oats in the morning, and now I get to do 120 grams of oats. Insane. If you are in a position right now where you are able to have such a big amount of oats, use it, absolutely use it. So the most important thing here that we're gonna do, and that is really to give your oats some flavor, is use some salt, some Himalayan pink salt. So I'm just gonna do about 6 grinds here, and we got the ESN designer flavor powder, but I'm gonna add that after I put it in the microwave. Let's put the blueberries in first. So I got the blueberries over there, and it's time to make some coffee while we are at it. So I'm allowed to do 125 grams of beef. The moment I get this out, I want to put it on a plate and literally eat it straight away, because that is literally how I like my beef. It's the best way, honestly, and I prefer it to be a little bit raw on the inside. Yeah, look, straight out of the microwave, and now it has the perfect consistency. Just not too thick, but also not too watery. So what we will do right now is I have the ESN Designer Flavor Powder White Chocolate. It's an absolute amazing flavor. I'm just gonna open up a new tub. And just by me saying this, I'm not gatekeeping this flavor to you guys. I know it's gonna sell out pretty quickly. Time to mix it in, and just look at this amount of oats. It's crazy. It's crazy that I'm able to eat this. Such a big amount of oats, such a big bowl of carbs, and I just can't wait for this to enter my system. We're putting the blueberries, still a little bit frozen, but also a little bit melted up because I put it in the microwave. And what I like to do is just stir it around to fully get those blueberries in the oats. And now all the dark chocolate. And boom! Wow, this is actually an amazing picture. Let me just... Wow! Alright, it's time to eat, guys. Alright guys, it's time for meal number one, and just look how excited I actually am right now. We got a big bowl of oats, 120 grams of oats. The bowl's also extremely warm, so nice. 100 grams of blueberries in there, topped off with 15 grams of dark chocolate, and we got 125 grams of lean beef with some salt and pepper on top of it. We got a lot of health supplements right here. Warm cup of coffee with a bottle of water. So let's enjoy and let's feast in. I'm always starting with the protein first, so let's go. I love meat. I absolutely love food, man. It's insane how much I've started to enjoy food, and not only eating food, but also, of course, thinking about food, but actually making food. And that's what I'm gonna do. So if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe, because I'm gonna make a lot of more food-related videos, especially after my shows, but not only on, for example, eating challenges, but also really on how to make food enjoyable and more. Yeah, very good full day of eating, since I'm really starting to enjoy food and cooking more. And I know it's not only a prep thing, you know. I want to keep my appetite high during my off season. Just look at the perfection. It's perfectly raw on the inside. Again, little crisp on the outside and still very, very warm. And before I forget, let me put the macros on the screen right here so you guys can see what the actual macros are. And now it's time to get a taste test of this very nice bowl. Let's see. All right, I'm actually very, very excited. Let's take the first bite. Holy shit. Oh my God. I just took one bite. Honestly, I'm so grateful that I'm able to have this meal. This is insane. This is literally maybe the best oatmeal I've ever had. The consistency of the oats is absolutely perfect. You got the blueberries inside of there, and then the dark chocolate to top it off with the ESN flavor powder. It's amazing. It's amazing, and the bowl is not even close to finished. So I'm gonna enjoy this whole bowl. I'll see you guys when it's done. So it's a little over 6 o'clock, and wow guys, wow, let me tell you, that meal was absolutely amazing, and it just already made me feel alive, you know, in all types of ways. I just feel like the old self basically of me is back again. So what I'm doing right now is a digestion walk, 5 minutes. It's a little over 6 o'clock, it's very early. Not a lot of people around yet on the streets, as you guys can see. But hey, a lot of birds are chirping already. And I'm just doing 5 minutes digestion walks. We don't want to do too many steps right now, but still have some steps going, especially after your meals. And why after your meals? Because those carbs, they have to get to the right place, you know, and otherwise they'll just be sitting around. And we are getting ready for meal number 2. I already put a bunch of rice in the rice cooker because we got 3 rice meals today. So that's nice, man. I haven't had rice for, I don't know, weeks, literally. I'll see you guys for meal number 2. We are back in the kitchen, back for meal number 2 right here. We got olive oil, we got chicken right now that I'm making. What we're gonna do is we're gonna first add about 10 grams of olive oil. And I like to add it straight to the rice because then The flavor really gets in the rice. So for this meal we are doing 120 grams of jasmine rice. I haven't had jasmine rice for a very long time. We got 125 grams of chicken, 75 grams of greens and 150 grams of pineapple. So let's just add the greens first and then add the pineapple. Just cooked up the greens. Honestly, I have been waiting for this meal for such a long time. The one and only chicken and rice meal. I mean, guys, this is a staple for every single bodybuilder. It digests well. It's just an amazing, nice, warm meal, and you can get it almost very easily everywhere. A little bit more expensive is, I would say, the protein, but rice is relatively cheap in most places in the world. Because I'm really enjoying my food right now, I'm also just being a little kid and leaving all types of stains and everything. So last but not least, let's add some salt. So we're doing enough salt, at least 8 grinds, some black pepper, and I am gonna add a little bit of, just a very small amount. Not sure if my coach will like this. A very small amount of zero ketchup. And this might be one of the meals where I'm looking forward to the most, especially the rice, the olive oil and everything. So let's get that first bite in. You guys are gonna see my live reaction. And also I'm gonna add the macros, probably here again. We also got 150 grams of pineapple. Super nice. So this is way better than rice cakes, honestly. So let's take the first bite and let's go. I miss this, man. Have you ever seen someone so happy eating chicken and rice? I don't think so. This is amazing. Wow. And I'm eating with a little baby spoon to just enjoy it. I'll probably take this thing with me into my off season. Pineapple. 10 out of 10, literally 10 out of 10. Okay, I'm gonna eat. This was meal 2. I'll see you guys for meal number 3. We are back for, this is meal number 3, if I'm correct. Meal number 3 out of 6. And I do gotta, you know, space those last meals out quite well, because right now it's 10 a.m. and ideally, I would like to have my last meal around 6. So I'm gonna spread out those last meals. But hey, we got this meal that we're gonna eat. Very excited about that. 150 grams of lean beef. Then we got 75 grams of greens. 120 grams again of jasmine rice. A lot of carbs, 10 grams of olive oil in there, 8 grinds of salt and some pepper. And I also just got a message from my coach where he basically told me that I'm not allowed to do any sauces, literally nothing else that is on the plan. So no Monster Energy drinks, no sauces. I'm just doing some regular spices, as that shouldn't like fuck up your digestion or anything like that. And even now after these 2 meals, especially with the walking and for example the water that I just drank with the pineapple, I feel like I'm less bloated than I was, for example, yesterday. And I feel very relieved almost with more amounts of food. So that's great. And of course, 100 grams of pineapple. I'm gonna show you guys the macros and it's time to eat. So let's get this taste going. All right, let's take the first bite. Bismillah. Yeah, I miss this. Beef and rice meals are actually so goated. This is something that I want to implement more in my off season as well. Just way more rice, way more beef. I like to have a big variety, basically, a big variety of protein, but I am a very big fan of red meat. And if I can include that as much as possible in my plan, I would really like to do that. So that's definitely something that I'll keep into consideration. I'm enjoying food so much that I'm also just trying to keep all the distractions out. So I'm not gonna watch anything right now. Just really focus and be present on the fact that I'm able to eat this food. Really get myself going and, you know, be present in the moment. And I think that's also a little bit better, for example, for digestion purposes. If you're just really focused on your meal and chewing it and not watching something all the time and just not being very present in what you're doing. I'm actually gonna do the double stack pillow combo here, so I get as close to the meal as possible. This actually goes to this, my setup. All right, on the way to the grocery store. I'm doing a little digestion walk right now. And yeah, basically 5 minutes of walking. Store is pretty close. So gonna do digestion walk, get some cat food and some coffee. Let's get to the store and let's see what they have. And unfortunately, I can't get a Monster Energy drink. I recently found out about a new flavor, which is now my favorite, and I'm gonna show you guys in the store. All right, look guys, I'm not gonna make this harder for me than it is, but just look what they have over here in the supermarket. They basically have very good high quality sushi. This is definitely something that I'm gonna get after I'm done with my show, for sure. Just look at this, for example. Spicy California Maki. Ultra Rosa. Like this has probably been, this should be my top 3. And the nice thing about this supermarket is they have a lot of monsters. Not only the white ones, but literally everything. But my absolute favorite must be this one, but unfortunately, I can't take it anymore. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. I took the double setup with me as well. We got these 2 pillows. Let's show you guys what I actually made. I made cream of rice. And if you guys want to know this recipe of how I made this, please let me know in the comments. I made this actually in the morning. Warm cream of rice, then put the whey drip on top, banana and 10 grams of dark chocolate, and sprinkled it all upon, and then just put it in the fridge for like a few hours. And now is actually the first time I'm gonna eat my cream of rice cold like this, and I'm very, very excited about that. So let's go. And first, before we hop into this meal, which is gonna be my 4th meal, it's 1 p.m. And my coach, I had to send him some pictures of how I looked. He was very happy with the shape. My physique is already coming more alive. So that's definitely a good sign. We are very happy with that. But I'm going a little too quick with my meals. So ideally, you would like me to have my last meal at like 8 p.m. and currently I'm on schedule for like 6 p.m. So I gotta space out my meals a little bit better and probably just start my first meal tomorrow a little bit later as well. But again, I woke up very, very early today. But okay, let's hop into the meal and see what it tastes like. So, like a sort of cake. I'll put the macros on the screen again for you guys. But look at this. Just look. Amazing. I'm just making a thumbnail real quick. Yeah. We got the whole pillow set up ready again, and I'm very hungry. Meal number 5. This is 120 grams of chicken, 10 grams of olive oil, 120 grams of jasmine rice. Did I already mention the chicken? 125 grams of chicken and 75 grams of greens, with again some black pepper and some salt, just the basic stuff. And this is enjoyable enough already for me. And then we have pineapple. This is 150 grams. And I'm actually gonna watch something right now. I was all about being present and in the moment, but sometimes it's nice to watch something. So I'm gonna eat right now. I'm very hungry, so that's meal number 5, and I'll put the macros on the screen again. All right, last meal of the day, guys. Meal number 6, and this is a meal that I've never had before. It's unique, and why? There's almond butter actually inside of this meal, and I just took a little, basically a little lick of it. And this is the meal, by the way. Let me just show you guys. It's very, very hot, by the way. This time it's hot cream of rice. It's still pretty fresh. But the almond butter, I've never really had it, but it's nice. It's different from peanuts, obviously, but also the butter, it's a little bit more salty, I would say. So we got 120 grams of cream of rice, so mostly carbs again. 20 grams of almond butter, which is going to be the fat source. Very first time trying this within the cream of rice. Then we got 30 grams of whey, and then we have 50 grams of blueberries. And I warmed the blueberries up for a minute, and I maybe shouldn't have done that like that long, because the moment I threw the blueberries in, it ruined the whole aesthetic of the meal. The meal looked pretty good. Let's take a bite with the cream of rice, the almond butter, and the blueberries all in one. So, and I know it's very, very hot, so let's have a taste test. Here we go. Oh, it's pretty good. It's like a pie. It reminds me of this pie that we have here in the Netherlands. What's it called? Like a besset tart, like a berry, like a berry type of cake. Yeah, the cream of rice, I think because it's warm, it's really giving it's giving like pie sort of flavor. So that's really nice. I like this one. That's the last meal. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna eat it right now. Let me just pop out the total calories of this first loading day for you guys. The macros, obviously. With all the macros combined, we have 244 grams of proteins, 635 grams of carbs today, and 86 grams of fat. So 4,200 calories. This was basically the full first loading day. And from tomorrow, there will be some adjustments based on how I look, but my coach will tell me that. And yeah, basically this is the first loading day. So guys, we are 3 days out from the show. Tomorrow it's gonna be 2 days. If you guys like this video, please consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. Yeah, there's a new YoungLA drop, by the way. If you're maybe watching this, there's a new YoungLA drop. So use code Chakir on ESN and YoungLA to support me and get ready for the show. We're almost there, guys. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Ciao.